All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our November quarter 2 coffee chat. I can't believe we're already here and Thanksgiving's around the corner. Wanted to switch up today's agenda, trying to make things at the middle school over the past couple of years a little bit more student centered. So I actually have some students here today to share out on some clubs, but also student council as well and things they've been doing here at the school. Because as I'm sure you guys get with like when my kids come home and I ask what happens at school, they tell me nothing and what's your favorite thing? And they say lunch and recess. So I do have student council here to kind of talk about some activities they've done over the past month with the kids. Just two quick shout outs, and then I'll turn it over to our student council president. First off, if you didn't know, we have our third installment of our book study. Your favorite officer and mine, Officer Bo, will be part of the Zoom call tonight. So if you have the ability to attend, please do. And then also PTO is going to talk about it a little bit later, but also we have our winter school spirit store open today. So during your lunch break, or if you get some free time, swing by. They are outside. They have some coffee, great stocking stuffers, things of that nature. So please come by, support our school spirit store. Saying that, I'm going to turn over to Haley Flanagan, our school president.
Hello, everyone. My name is Haley Flanagan, and I'm the current middle school president. I'm here to talk to you about the fall scavenger hunt that the entire middle school participated in during mid-October. When Shreya Viswanatha, the vice president, and I decided to run for student council last year, we wanted to come up with a fun and engaging way for students to enjoy their school day. Shreya came up with the entire idea, and we brought it to Mr. Carlasio in late April. We were able to get it all sorted out and eventually brought it to the council after we won our election. Everyone loved our idea, and we were so glad that we would have a chance to make a change in our school. We set up a total of 10 questions and one bonus question hidden around the school for students to challenge themselves. They were all Halloween themed, including what is the original name for candy corn. We finally got everything worked out and ready for the students in the first 4 days before fall break. The students had around 25 minutes during their nighttime to answer all the questions. The grade with the most finishers would get our prize, which was donuts. Our winners, 8th grade, got to have their entire nighttime in the courtyard, enjoying donuts with friends. Our 8th grade winners won by a major landslide, having over 115 finishers, with most getting the bonus question. This question allowed each student to get an additional 5 points for their grade, and 8th grade finished with over 490 points. We finally announced our winners at the Fall Pep Rally on October 24th. The students were very antsy to hear the winners and were very shocked when we announced that 8th grade won our prize. Our entire reason for starting this game was, like I said before, to have a fun and engaging game for students. They had fun learning Halloween facts and working with their group to finish as quickly as possible. Little did they know the council had a surprise for the first group to finish, which was a bag of candy. I'm so glad that we were able to have a great first fall scavenger hunt and that the students enjoyed everything. It took a while to work out, but on behalf of the entire council, everything went well. We know these memories will stay with students for a long time, and there might be another scavenger hunt later this year. Before I leave, I would like to thank Mr. Carlasio for helping the council pull all of this together. We had about a month to pull everything off, but he was super helpful, allowing us to figure out dates, questions, and even offered to buy the prize. We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for having me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
And student council, Ms. Casanova helps run. They have done a fantastic job this year. I'm so impressed with them. They meet, they come up with all the ideas. They literally ran our pep rally, which is phenomenal. They did a great job. The kids had a lot of fun. So Haley, thank you for you and your team's leadership. You guys have done an awesome job making school fun. Because I know middle school's tough, and I like the energy you guys are bringing. So thank you. Saying that, going on. So all of you know, we do have our new elementary school opening up next year. And why I'm talking about that is because the best way to hire good teachers is through our stakeholders. That's the community, the parents, our own teachers. So I wanted to put that out there now. If you know great teachers in the community that want to work at LNC, I believe it's December 15th. That's actually going to be posted, the applications. We want LNC families here. We want your friends. We want great teachers for all of our kids. So we're putting that out there now to the community. So if you know of anyone that's interested in working at Lake Norman Charter Elementary School, please have them apply. Again, that will be December 15th. Talking about our big two committees for the district, we have Thrive and Future Ready. So I'm on the Thrive committee. I want to just kind of share out what we've done since the start of the school year at the middle school. So we're actually piloting two different areas for Thrive at the middle school. One of them is a partnership with the credit union. So they have been working with our social studies teachers to align their objectives from DPI, but then also what the credit union can bring in to promote financial literacy. And they're going to be pushing into our social studies classes for the remainder of the year. We piloted it with fifth grade in October and went really well. So each grade level, sixth grade is up next. We'll have a month where we'll add them so to make sure that we're rolling it out correctly. And it's just a great partnership and building those financial literacy skills that align with our curriculum. So I'm really excited about that one. The other piece with Thrive that we're working on is called a Big Night, Little Night. Many of you know we do this with sixth grade and kindergarten. So right now, if you didn't know, our sixth grade students have kindergarten buddies, and they meet each month and they go over our character themes aligned with our pillars for LNC, and then they do activities and they have fun and lunch and play. And then the end result is we all go to the zoo together at the end of the year. So we're trying to flip that and do that with the middle school and with the high school. So we're using fifth grade again to pilot that with the Helping Hands club that is at the high school. So we had fifth graders all do a survey on all the things they like to do and their interests. And then we're doing that with the high schoolers and then pairing them together. Our goal is to launch that in January. They'll come once a month during nighttime. It'll probably be on a Monday where we have drop everything and read. And they'll come out and they'll be grouped in groups of three. So it would be one high school student with three students with similar interests, and then they can kind of be their mentor or their buddy. So we're going to call that our Big Night, Little Night program. So we're launching that as well. And then last, Future Ready, which we've done a lot. And you've probably seen that the great video that came out last week talking about integrity, and talking about the Knights armor. Again, that's Future Ready's done a phenomenal job. They're going to be rolling out a different trait each month. So we actually just had a meeting last week about how Thrive can support that initiative, and we're going to tie in all the Future Ready traits, so integrity into our Knights of Honor, and then also into our leadership and action lessons. So when our counselors are pushing in twice a month, their lessons are going to be around the Knights standard of the month. So for December, it's going to be empathy. So Miss Bish and Miss Hayes will be pushing into the classrooms, doing lessons on empathy. And then the teachers will be able to recognize students that are showing empathy through our Knights of Honor. So we're being a little bit more direct in what we're looking for with Knights of Honor with purpose, which I think is a good thing, and it's aligned to our Knights standards. So you'll see that across actually all three campuses going forward. We had a great meeting last week on this. So that's the plan going forward. So that K-12, we're kind of speaking the same language in leadership and action in Knights of Honor. And then it's also aligned with our Knights standards. So really excited where we're going with that piece. Next up, we do have Builders Club here. They asked me to stall because they didn't want to be in French class preparing for their test this week. Don't worry, Miss Marnier is not watching right now. She's teaching. So real quick, we have Builders Club here. They wanted to talk about things that are going on in their club.
Good morning. My name is Ria, and I'm an 8th grade student leader at Builders Club. For those who may not know, Builders Club is a global organization that helps students develop character, leadership skills, and a passion for service. Its purpose is to inspire empathy and responsibility in young individuals while giving them real opportunities to make a positive difference in their school, community, and world. The impact of Builders Club can be seen in the many ways that members serve others. We organize clothing, food, and toy drives for families and children in need. We also volunteer at food pantries, animal shelters, and other community organizations. Builders Club is also important because it shapes students into leaders. We learn that leadership is about setting examples through our actions. I've been a part of Builders Club since 5th grade, and it has taught me that service is one of the most powerful ways to make a change. It helps us grow as individuals while making our community stronger. Builders Club shows us that no matter our age, we can all make a difference when we learn, lead, and serve together.
My name is Lane, and I'm a 7th grade student leader for Builders Club. I was stuck on Right to Write for the beginning, so I thought, why not start from the beginning? 5th grade, first year in middle school, we were doing something with quotes, and I still remember this one quote. Even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference, by Misha Collins. I didn't think much of it until club sign-ups came around. Builders Club applications were passed out, and I remember this quote. Builders Club demonstrates that quote. First day of club, I walk in and I hear music blasting from the speakers. And the first day is pretty amazing. There were games and activities. Miss Jones started talking about all the fundraisers and PJ Day fundraisers we were going to have. Donut days and all the fun that goes to helping the community. We go on field trips to help the community, whether that's putting together sandwiches, painting rocks, or just learning and listening about what they do as an organization. Going to these places and helping them makes such a difference and an impact on our world. And from the beginning, just a student leader in 5th grade and now being a student leader in 7th grade, I have learned so much about what I can do and my part in making this world a better place. If we all put in a little bit of kindness and support, the world could be a wonderful and supportive place. Like the quote says, even the small acts of kindness, like picking up a piece of trash or being nice to someone that seems down, can make a biggest difference because people will see that and say, wow, what if I tried it? And the cycle just keeps going. That's what Builders Club is, making the world a better place.
Thank you, ladies. That was great. Real quick, just on a couple announcements and then just some online feedback questions, and then I'm going to turn it over to our PTO. Just some upcoming events. Again, this Friday is Middle School PJ and Blanket Day. Just want to promote that. If your middle schoolers talking about it, it is allowed. We do have remote learning on the 25th. Remember attendance. Please make sure your student is marking that they're attending. We need to make sure that we have good attendance on those days before Thanksgiving break. We have maps coming up. We do it before winter break, just because over the years we've looked at our data. And believe it or not, even though with 2 weeks, we do have a little bit of a slide coming back. And performance-wise, our kids do a little bit better if we do our maps before we go to winter break. So just to put on your calendars, the 4th and 5th of December, we will have our winter maps, and then we'll have makeups the following week if needed, if anyone's out. So don't worry about that. We do have our great winter chorus concert on the 9th, and then our band chorus on the 11th. And then on the 12th, we have a very busy day because we have Ohana graduations for our 5th graders, and then we have our PTO cookie walk coming up. For those 8th grade parents that have kids in Spanish 1 or French 1, they do midterms because it is a high school class. So if you do have a student in French 1 or Spanish 1, that will be on the 15th or 16th of December, depending on their A day or B day, what class they have it. Usually that is the full class period, and then we give them extended time into nighttime. So if they need it. And then we have our yearly movie trip for 8th grade. Information will be coming out on the 18th of December. That is one of my favorite trips to go because they just get to go and hang out. This year, I believe we are going to Birkdale for that. So we are not shopping. We're no Lululemon trips, girls. I know you're upset. But we are going to be at Birkdale. We're going to have our own 2 theaters rented out for that 8th grade trip. And then on the 19th before winter break is a half day. So those are my quick announcements. Online feedback, a couple questions. One was about spring sports. Do we have any information on that yet? So we just literally started our winter sports. We actually have our first basketball game next week. I can tell you though, based off of deadlines that are set by the state, all middle school spring sports tryouts will begin Monday, February 9th. The first game can be February 18th or later. It can't be any earlier than that. If you have high school students and you're interested about spring sports, Monday, February 16th is the first day for tryouts as well. For parents that are anxious about spring sports, my recommendation is go to our website and check out how to download or access Dragonfly. If you have not played a fall sport, you can get all of your information in, your waivers, your physical, all that in, so that when you do find out tryout information, it's all in there and you're not stressed trying to make an appointment. They are booked out. I'm living that as a parent myself. So if you're anxious about spring sports, the best thing to do is get into Dragonfly, register your kid to Lake Number Charter, get all the waivers signed, get your physical in now so that once they do announce it, you're not stressing yourself trying to get appointments. Other than that, question was about the afternoon, the side lot with clubs. Are you allowed to park in a numbered space? So the answer is yes, absolutely. The numbered spaces are for staff, but they start leaving at 3:30. My recommendation, though, if you're showing up for clubs, come after 3:50. The reason is if you come before 3:40, carpool is still open. You can go in there, like if they have it till 3:30, or if they're in tutoring. But after that, we are trying to get all of our kids off campus, and having cars coming on and just parking on as cars are trying to leave, it can get a little hectic. So Usually I would not recommend coming on campus before 3:50. If you do get here early, you can use the high school student parking lot next to the gym and hang out there until the side lot opens. But we try to keep all clubs off campus until we finish dismissal. Last one, background checks was a question for parent chaperoning field trips. So the answer is yes and no. So we do complete background checks when we have an overnight trip. Because one, we have adults assigned to rooms. They're not around teachers and other staff members. So yes, there are if we do an overnight trip, there is a complete background search done. We do not do the complete background search for daily trips where we're going with the teachers and with the staff, because you are not left alone unsupervised with kids at any point. So we do background searches, but only for overnights. Other than that, that is all I have. So I'm going to turn it over to the PTO real quick on the screen.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Katrina, the middle school PTO president. Mr. Carlaccio already mentioned that we are doing our PTO Spirit Wear Winter Sale from 8:15 to 2:45. And this is one of the shirts that one of our parents have made and tried to partner with our Spirit Wear. So stop by today, 8:15 to 2:45. Just wanted to say we are always looking for volunteers. For several reasons, but our lunch program is what helps funds a lot of the enrichment things that we do around the school. If you are available, everyone is a part of the PTO. Feel free to stop in or email us at mspto@lncharter.org. But everybody's a part of the PTO. You're already a member. Just figure out what works with your schedule and plug in. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Green. And you guys do a fantastic job. I tell you that the snack cart is a big hit with our staff. Like, I think everyone forgets that they get it each month. So then when they come around and knock on the doors, I got to help out this past week when we did it, and the teachers love it. So thank you for all the hours you guys put in. And we do really appreciate all you do for the school and for the kids in particular. So other than that, that is all I have done. I'm going to stick around if there's any individual questions. But I do want to thank everyone for a great first quarter. Second quarter is going really well. And if there's anything you ever need, my door is always open. So just email, drop me a phone call. I'm always here to support you and your kids. So thank you so much.